Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lisa Gaido. I focus on Christian content. I put out weekly vlogs and talk about God and fashion. And if that is something that you're interested in, please do remember to subscribe, like, comment and share. And if you want to see how I got this brown warm look, then stay tuned. I am talking about relationships and just a little advice here and there. So if chit chat, get ready with me's are something that you like, then stay tuned and I hope you enjoy. Feel free to comment, share and like. I would really appreciate it. Okay, so we're starting with a clean face. I've just wet my face, washed my face. I'm now toning. I just use rose water for toning. Also, I'm not really like going to be talking about the products I'm using because it's just more of like a sit down chit chat, not really about products I use and all of that jazz. But I felt like it would be nice to just talk to you guys, but not just talk when I'm not doing anything. I don't know, I find those rather boring, but that's just me. So yeah, let's see, what do you guys want to talk about? So yeah, I usually get a lot of questions regarding like dating and all of that stuff, and you know, especially like as a Christian kingdom girl, not just like ordinary everyday normal in the world dating, but like dating in the kingdom, like if you want to be in God's purpose and God's plan and all of that stuff. If I look down because I'm looking at my mirror, honestly, after my last relationship, I wasn't really looking to date anybody. That was like the farthest thing from my mind. And I just took time to seek God's kingdom and see what He's saying to me, about me, what He wants me to know, what He wants me to learn, and all of that stuff. Like, that's just what I focused on. This is just my primer. And what He wants me to focus on, and honestly, relationships, last thing on my mind. So I think that number one advice that I would give someone who is like just trying to be in their purpose and all of that stuff is don't really think or focus on dating. And I'm not saying dating is bad, don't get me wrong, like it's good, you do need to get out there, you do need to meet men and all of that time, all of that stuff when time is right. But just relax, you know, just chill, just sit with God, because you do need to find your purpose, and your purpose, as much as it's eventually going to be tied to someone else, you need to know it by yourself. And you know, a lot of times we joke about character building and all of that stuff, but God can't use you until your character is right? So your character needs to be right, and He needs to grow you in that area of singlehood first before, you know, because it's stage by stage. Because how are you going to learn to be able to identify what is for you and what is not for you if you're not alone without other voices in your ear manipulating or advising or all of that stuff? You know, you need to be able to listen, and you need to be able to be like, okay, I'm seeing this guy, but he wants to go this direction, but this is the direction that I feel God is leading me to. You need to be able to stand like on your own 2 feet before you bring someone else's input in. What I'm drinking is nasty. Bulletproof coffee. I'm back on keto, by the way, because I want to lose this weight fast, and I just feel like it's not shifting fast enough for me. And when I was at my smallest, it was because of keto, and it didn't really take much effort. I wasn't actually working out super hard or whatever. I was literally just eating keto, and the weight was falling off like dead grass. I don't know, but it was just melting off. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just going keto, let me lose the weight, and then now let the work be on maintaining, not so much losing. Because yo, I've tried to fit some clothes today and I'm like, heavens, this used to fit me a few months ago. I don't know how I gained so much. I know actually how I gained so much weight. Sorry, I'm deviating. I was starting keto at some point, and then, which is so dumb for someone who's done keto already, but I was just feeling like lazy to do my research and all of that stuff. So I thought I was doing keto, so I was eating all the fats, like all the fats, including cashews, a lot of cashews. Like I was wolfing down cashews, milk, like whole milk. I was never in ketosis, so all the fat was just piling on instead of being shed. I don't know how many people have asked me if I'm pregnant, literally because I had gained so much weight, but my face is coming back, so that's good. Oh, did I show you guys my nails? So cute. Okay, yeah, so anyway, learn how to be alone. Don't be too quick to want to get into a relationship, because especially for us women, we get into places of being, you know, like we when we fall in love we fall in love and we forget who it is that we're living for. Because remember, when you come to God, your life is not yours anymore, to do however you want, to do whatever you want, however you want, and all of that stuff. I should have started with my eyebrows. Actually, you know what, I'll still just do my eyebrows if I can find my pencil. Hold on, guys. Yeah. So learn how to be alone, so you can easily recognize the voice of God outside of without other like outside influence and whatnot, and let him build your character. Because let me tell you, when you're in a relationship you're gonna be tested, because these are two people coming together. Okay, you are going to be tested, and if you don't have a foundation, you can lose the very thing that God has for you. So you can have the person that God wants you to be with, but then because you didn't sort out your character and whatnot before getting with this person, and you didn't unlearn. My eyebrows are microbladed, by the way. I just go in to give some more oomph. They didn't do it perfectly, if I'm being honest, but half eyebrows is better than none. So anyway, so just chill, don't be in a rush. That's essentially what I'm just trying to say. Don't be in a rush. Don't be fooled by anyone saying, I love Jesus. Okay, so let me talk about myself. Like, I didn't care if you tell me you love Jesus. I didn't care about none of that stuff. All I cared about was Jesus. You love Jesus? Oh, awesome, good. So hey bro, hey sis, not hey sis because I'm not okay, like hey bro, you know. But because I wasn't so hungry for a relationship, I wasn't swayed by anyone coming to tell me nice things, and I wasn't swayed by anyone coming to tell me 1, 2, 3. Like, you love God, awesome, I love God too. That doesn't mean that we're meant for each other, you know what I mean? And don't be in a rush. Like, don't be in a hurry to date. Don't be in a hurry to be married. Don't be in a hurry to get someone, because that can be literally your distraction. That can be what sets you back and delays your whole process for no reason. Just being in a rush to be with someone, you know. Yeah, of course God has someone for you, and you know, all of that good stuff, but don't be in a hurry to get him. Just focus first on staying with him and learning what he is saying to you about you and your journey and your purpose and all of that stuff before you now start bringing someone else in. Because how will you be able to stand on a good foundation when you're not even clear on what God has for you. Because if you're not clear on what God has for you, if Richard or Henry comes and tells you da 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 da, you'll be so quick to be like, oh, okay. And Richard or Henry might not be the person that God even has for you. So even knowing who the right person is for you can be determined by his purpose. Like, where is he going? Is it in alignment with where God has told you you're going? You know, is it in alignment with your purpose and with your journey? Are you guys like meshed regarding your purpose and all of that stuff? Because at the end of the day, it's not just about feelings. Actually, it's not even. I've come to understand that relationships has nothing to do with feelings. Yes, feelings are there, but feelings, love and emotions are not what make or keep a relationship. Love at the end of the day is a choice, and it's a decision that you make. And once that is understood, then nothing will sway you easily. I don't know if you're... Sorry, my mem card got filled up, so I had to delete a lot of stuff. I'm moving closer. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. Do not be in a hurry to be in a relationship. Just focus on getting to know God and his plan and his purpose for you, and how to be able to stand firm. Because a lot of people will come and they'll seem like they're the right person, and they won't be the right person. So you'll just end up getting hurt and getting just emotionally drained and all of that for nothing, for no reason whatsoever. So just focus on God, and then when you're ready, he'll let you know that you're ready. You know, when you're able to listen to someone speaking and not be like, oh yeah, my husband, oh my gosh, I want to get married, da, 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 da. You're able to just breathe and take your time. And let me tell you, so long as you're in a hurry to be in a relationship, you're not ready to be in a relationship. That's how I feel about it. So long as your every waking moment is consumed by how much you want to be in a relationship, chill. You're not ready to be in a relationship, because you need to get to the point where you're comfortable being on your own, to where you're like, you know what, whatever happens, whether I get into a relationship or not, whether I meet someone or I don't, I'm fine. My only thing is that I do God's will. I be in God's will at all times, and nobody derails me, and nobody tells me things that God is not telling me regarding my future and my plan and my purpose and da 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 da. And if someone comes and tells me something that is not aligned with what God is telling me, then park one side. You know, you need to be able to not be so desperate to be in a relationship that someone can come and before you know it, everything has been changed, and you're not even in the plan God has for you anymore. You're not in the path that God had for you anymore. You've just been derailed. You find yourself compromising and doing things that you'd sworn you would never ever do, simply because of a relationship. So a relationship can literally make or break you. When you're ready and you find this, and God brings your person into your life, or you find the person that God has for you who is aligned with his purpose and is aligned with your life's purpose and all of that stuff. Because remember, because your life is not yours, God has a plan and a purpose for every single person who's living for him. Actually, for every single person, even if you're not living for him, there's a purpose that he has for you. So you're either in it or you're outside of it, but there's always going to be a purpose and the reason why you were created and brought onto this earth at this particular time, you know. So yeah, so that needs to be something that is just in your mind, that it's not just about a relationship, it's about where you guys are to go together, where you guys are to go together. I think that is something that is so important for every single person to get it in. It's not about love, it's not about he's cute, oh she's hot, or what. It's about purpose, right? And when you find the person, then God will just show you guys that, yeah, this is it. And even in that time, you'll take time to learn about each other and all of that stuff, and God will show you guys the way, and everything you do will just be blessed. And as you're in that relationship, honey, do not go into that relationship expecting perfection, expecting that the person is going to be perfect, expecting that he's not gonna have or make mistakes, expecting that he's not gonna have any flaws. In the honeymoon phase, there's everyone is perfect in the honeymoon phase, and then you start getting to know each other, and things now, reality starts setting in that this person is not perfect, this person does this and that and this and that and this and that. And this is why it's so important first to know that this is the person that God has for you, because a lot of times you will feel like you're done, like this is not the relationship that God has for me. You're not gonna do it, you're not gonna deal with his nonsense. I'm just doing like a simple, this is pretty much like I'm leaving the house, going somewhere nice, not even going somewhere nice, going somewhere like church, because I mean, to be honest, that's pretty much the only place I go to that I put makeup on for these days. I'm always having like a bare face, so you're gonna feel like leaving very many times, and you see you can end up losing what God actually had for you because of immaturity. You need to mature in the relationship to where you understand that you all have flaws and everyone is, you know, being worked on by God. Everyone is at a different stage, everyone has different understandings, everyone has so many things to unlearn and so many things to learn, and it's a journey and it's a process, and you need to be able to stick through and not be so quick to end it because your feelings are hurt or because you're offended because this person has said something that has made you angry. And especially as women, as women, we need a lot of character development. Let me just say that, because especially like in this Kenyan society where us Kenyan women are very loud and we don't like to be told what to do. What is this thing too bright? Let me see how it looks with this light off. I think let's just stay with that, and then let me bring you guys in closer a little bit. We don't like to be told what to do. We don't like to be not loaded over, because it's not about loading over, it's just about submitting and understanding that, okay, if this is the person that God has said is mine, I need to put him at a place of authority. It's not 50-50, and believe you me, as much as all this progressiveness is going to be talking about 50-50, and it's never going to be 50-50. And once you understand that the man is the head of the home, directly below God to you, and you have to honor him and respect him, whether you like what he's advising or directing or not. It's not when I feel like or if I feel like. And a lot of times I've just had to learn to just be quiet. And if there's something I'm still struggling with is talking back and all of that stuff, because I mean everyone has their own opinion, you know. And here's the thing, so long as you're with the right person is always going to listen to you. The right person is always going to be more focused on what God wants. It's not even going to be focused about your feelings and whatnot. That plant is dying. The right person is going to be so in tune with what God is saying, and put so much focus on God and what God has for you guys as a unit, and will never tell you something that isn't in accordance or in line with that. We'll always seek God regarding a conflict or regarding a situation, because there will be conflicts. I was like, why should there be conflicts in relationships? We should always be in one accord. Even if there's a misunderstanding, we should always be so quick to just calmly talk it out. But that's not the reality of it, because a lot of times people have different personalities, and you have to be ready to accommodate different personalities. And with women, we have to learn and get a lot of wisdom regarding just when to be silent and how to approach things with wisdom, because men also have egos, you know. And it's not about who's the loudest, it's not about who's right, who's wrong, it's not about none of that. It's just about, we need to walk in accordance with what God wants for us, and we need to understand ourselves so that we can get there. And a lot of times you will have to compromise what you think, and you also taking things to God and seeing what God is telling you, because God will never tell you guys contradicting or conflicting things, you know. So are you ready to take things to God before you let your emotions and your hurt and your what get in the way? You know, yes, it's okay to be hurt. I'm not saying don't be hurt. I'm not saying don't be human and don't have emotions, but breathe. Take a day, take 2 days, just relax, just seek God on the matter, and always be ready to look inside. Okay, why is this person feeling like this? Why am I this hurt? Is this person actually talking the truth? Is my partner saying something that is true and beneficial to our relationship? God, what do you think? How should I react regarding this matter? God, I feel like I'm right. Help me to see it your way. And then if I'm right and he's wrong, show him that he's wrong. Teach him what you're teaching me, or show him what you're showing me. And eventually, so long as your partner is so in tune with God and loves God more than anything, and is about the journey and about the kingdom, he will always hear God. Okay, so that's why it's so important to not just date anybody. You don't just date for the sake of dating. It is so important to date someone who is God, who puts God above everything else. His feelings, your feelings, situations, everything, because that is the only way he's going to be able to lead the family unit. If you go and get with someone that God is like the last thing on his mind, or just like a token, not token, but like just like a morning prayer, evening prayer kind of person, you're gonna be stuck. Because how are you going to be led as a family by someone who cannot hear God and who does not trust and put your relationship and your family and your purpose at God's feet for God to do what he has for you guys? You know, it's going to be so hard. And even if God wants to lead you and God wants you to do something, but this guy or this girl is against it, who are you gonna now go with? Are you gonna side with God, or are you gonna side with this person? So it's so important to be with someone who's always gonna be like, okay, if God has said it, then you know what, let's just see how it will play out and all of that stuff. It's so important. Just don't go and date any random person. Yeah, I'm telling you. That's because he's cute, dark, tall, handsome, a chocolate or light skin, whatever your preference may be. I say, then he's the one. You want six-pack. Six-pack is not going to lead your family. And six-pack is always under clothes anyways. And then another thing, you need to date someone, and because you know men are visual beings, men are visual creatures. So date someone, be with someone who will love you regardless of what you look like. Your best, your worst, fat, slim, thin, perfect size. Someone that will love you regardless of what you look like. Someone that will not be ashamed of you. Someone that will respect you and will help you and want you to be at your happiest at all times. And someone who will put you first. For the first time in my life, like someone who will put you first in the relationship. Know that yes, he's a man. These are his duties. He needs to provide this and that. He needs to always seek God regarding all matters, because he's in charge of you. So if he messes up, it means he's messing you up also. So someone who actually understands that, and understands that it goes beyond feelings and emotions. It goes beyond, my babe, my wife is fine, or my wife is looking so good. Is he going to love you, and is he going to honor and respect you even when you're not looking your best at all times? Is he going to encourage you? Or is he going to be like, I can't even talk when I'm doing my liner. Or is he going to be like, when we started dating, you used to look like this, you used to look so good. Now you're looking how I've messed up. Oh, I've messed up. Now you've changed. You're not the same. You've become lazy. You're not going to the gym. And then go and start cheating with someone who looks how he wants his woman to look like. So first of all, if you're dating someone that can even cheat, someone who is just obsessed with looks and whatnot, unajiingiza kwa shida. I don't usually do my eyeliner this intense, but I made a mistake and worse became worse. So yeah, I want to put lashes actually now because of this mess. Yeah, let me come back. Okay, so I've removed that eye makeup because I wasn't feeling it. Let me just do what I usually do on a daily, and that was just excessive. So I'm just using the powder that I use to contour. I just press it into the this place, into the crease, and I still just bring it in, but the focus is usually like on the outer crease. Yeah, so that's what I usually do. And then I just put like a thin liner and lashes. So let me do that and then I'll come back. Okay, so my lashes are on. I've managed to poke myself in this eye, but it's fine. Let's now highlight. And if your focus is serving God and being in his purpose for you, then you have to consider a lot more than just good looks and stable income and that he loves you and respects you. Because remember, God sees what we can see. He can love you and respect you today, but is he going to love you and respect you tomorrow? You know what I mean? Or is he going to change and start cheating and what? So it needs to be a good, solid guy who is also on his 2 feet, on his own foundation with God, where it's not about what you do or what you don't do. He's going to follow what God wants regardless. Okay, so yeah. Good luck and all the best. But yeah, just chill. Don't be in a rush. If you don't have the person, don't be in a rush. He's going to come when you're ready and when he's ready. So just focus on getting ready while he's also, well, God is also getting him ready, and that's all you can really do. And while you're doing that, so long as your foundation is strong, you can go out, you can look good, because first of all, he's not going to find you in your house. Go out, meet people in the right places. Obviously, if you find someone in a club, don't be surprised when things go south. Don't be surprised when things don't last. Don't be surprised when things are not, when you're not in God, when you find yourself outside of God's purpose, you know. And I'm not saying that the guy you find in church is going to be better, because going to church is like just a Christian activity. So just surround yourself with the right people, go to the right places, look good, always look good, always represent. Okay, that's why you need to find someone who, even when you're not looking good, he's good. He's seen you at your good, and he can still loves you at your worst. So that's that about that. Let me add more highlight. I think I want a really bright under eye. I want some really bright under eye. Oh, and also let me just add, ladies and gentlemen, that, like I said, it's not just about love. I mean, like feelings. Sometimes you will feel like you hate this person. Like, oh my gosh, like what were you thinking? And are you going to be patient and let God calm you down? Because when you calm down, then everything comes down. Everything gets back to where it needs to be. Love is a decision. Once you're with decided that this is the person that God has for you, and you guys have made that decision, no matter what fight, no matter what argument, no matter what misunderstanding or disagreement, both of you are mature enough to still go before God. You're mature enough to listen to what He's saying, understanding that He's the head of the home, and He's mature enough to understand that He's not there to lord over you. He's there to get or to enforce God's will for both of you. So He also has to seek God, and He also has to be good and okay with understanding that he doesn't know everything, and that he's still learning and he's still growing, and you can still teach him. And he also needs to be humble to understand that yes, you're his wife, you can still teach him. He doesn't not know everything. God can speak through you for him, you know. So yeah, let me wet my brush, my sponge. Yeah, so let's start at the chin, the forehead. Oh, and let's also just quickly talk, because another question that I usually get is like how to grow your business and what and all of that stuff. So obviously, if you know me, then you know that I'm in fashion and selling clothes and whatnot. But regardless of the job or regardless of what you do, I know one thing that helped me was character. I'm telling you, you can never go anywhere if you don't allow God to build your character. And situations are going to come where are you going to let your character be built, or are you going to fail? And if you fail, you stay there. So for example, like, are you gonna, like me that sells clothes, like integrity is number one thing. Are you going to knowingly sell something that you know is damaged? Because remember, like, once I remember so many times, like, I've been outsourcing, right, and other people are outsourcing as well, and I know something is damaged or has like a very big stain that's not gonna come out, and the person is gonna be like, it's fine, I'll sell it at night, they're not gonna see it, I'll hide it, they're not gonna see it. And it's like, dang, but God can see. And then you're praying for God to grow your business, but then you're knowingly selling things that are faulty that the person can't wear. That is fraud. God does not bless fraud. Okay, so regardless of what you do in your office, in your career, so long as you do things with the mindset of no one will know, no one will see me, it's fine, you're not gonna go anywhere. God is saying, it's not about people. The God that you pray to increase you and to bless you, He's saying, it's not the people buying or the people patronizing or the people who have employed you that are going to bless you. Those are not the ones you need to hide from. Or those are not the ones that you need to be concerned with. It's the one who sees everything, the one with the power to bless you and increase you and multiply you, and He sees everything. So that's just the major advice I can give you. If you're in clothes, if whatever business you're doing, even if you're employed and whatever, do it like you're doing it for God, doing it like God is standing right here watching you, with you, next to you, because it's about Him at the end of the day. So that's one major tip I'll give you. And then always focus on growing in Him. And if you watch my channel, you know me, I don't play when it comes to spending time with Jesus and sitting at His feet and being teachable. You have to be teachable. You have to be the sort of person that you know you don't know everything, and even what you know might not be the right one. And if someone God is using tells you something different, are you able to let go of what you thought, or are you going to be arguing? But no, me, I know it like this. No, me, this is the way God talks to me. No, it's like this, it's like that. It's like, you don't know anything, friend. God does not use anyone that is not teachable, because a lot of the things we think we know are actually like the world's mindset. And if you want to get into God's ways and understanding God's things, then you need God's mindset. Are you ready to let go of what you think you know, so He can teach you the truth, you know? Focus on learning about Him and growing in Him, so that He takes you from stage to stage, glory to glory, and all of that good stuff. I need more I need this thing to stay on my face. I need it to be brighter than it's bright right now. In the meantime, as that is staying on my face, let me just quickly add some definition. I don't want this video to be too long, actually, so oh, I actually learned something. Instead of doing your contour like this, like this, do it more coming downwards, so it can, like, especially like if you have like a round face, just so it looks longer and more chiseled. So, and this is a big brush, but I like a big brush. Let that out later. I just use what's left over from my brush on my brush, and then I bring it like this, sort of like a slight angle inside it, because me I have a bulbous nose. And I just bring that upwards. And then you contour the chin. Like, you see, now that I've lost weight, my angles are coming back. My angles are coming back even without the contour. I haven't touched this side, but you can see my angles. I was looking like a ball, bruh. Stem brush, because I'm not fussy. How we are right now. So the only thing remaining is for me to blend this out and then blush, highlight, and we're good to go. We can go on to the outfit. Oh, I hope this video is not too long, but yeah. I love my braids. You have no idea how happy I am to finally have braids. I've been wanting braids for so long, but just the thought of sitting down and getting them done was keeping me away. So, oh yeah, I think I'm going to have braids for the remainder of the year, to be honest with you, because I love braids. And these are so long, and just how I love them. Okay, shall we blend this out? Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. It's gonna come together right now. I don't really bake. press it in, and then dust off the excess. And come all the way down and dust off this. This actually takes a much shorter time. I think it's just because I'm talking. And then I come in with my face powder. This is Zaron. My face powder. And then just, I go all over the face. People say don't go all over the face, just on the faces or the places you've not highlighted, but I go all over the face. If I feel I need a bit more contour, because I want to stay in the warm zone. I'm not gonna go with a pink blush, which I love. I'm gonna go with orangey blush just to keep my face warm. This blush is so old, heavens, but I love it. And I go all the way up my temple. Can you see? I'm actually very generous with my blush. And I just and then using the same brush, I come to my highlights. This is what I'm using for, and typically I just go like this, these three. Take these two for my nose, and then this one for my yeah. And then I can come in with a small brush, just highlight this face, this part of my face, my brow bone. Oh, that's a lot. That's all I'm gonna do. And then, so long as I'm happy with everything, which I think here I can do with a bit more blending. And I take my setting spray. I'm using Silhouette, it's a Nigerian brand. And then I just tap it in. Tap it in. I like my lips. And because my lips are a bit pink, then I just powder them. I mean, also on my foundation brush. And then sticking in the brown theme, I want something brown. Let's go with a lighter brown. Something light in the middle here. Maybe I should try this. Yeah. Go in with my gloss. This is literally the 50 bob glosses. Let's add some blush and then it's a wrap. It's a wrap. We're winding up, guys. We're winding up, and I'll show you guys what I'm wearing. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the finished makeup look. So I'm gonna just wear I want to wear black. I'm going to wear this dress. Okay, so here is the base outfit, which is just this high neck ribbed midi knit dress, because this weather is not the best right now. So depending on where I'm going, depending on if it rains or not, it does look like it might rain, so I don't know. So I would either wear this trench coat or this coat. So let's just see how each looks and then we can decide. So this, I would definitely wear it fully. I think the back is tied. And then I would roll the sleeves up. Closed shoes. And then I would definitely wear closed shoes because I do not want my feet getting wet. I could also wear sneakers with this actually, right? I could either wear like black sneakers or white sneakers depending on what I feel like. But this is the overall look. Oh, and obviously I'll wear a watch. I'll wear my watch, and then the bag I would carry. So this would pretty much be my outfit of the day. Oh, before I forget, the scent that I would go with would be this one, which is C by Giorgio Armani. Now I'm done. Now I can do that. So this is look 1. Let's see how look 2 looks like. If it's like really raining and pouring, then I would belt her up. I like being practical, you know, and I like my pieces to be functional. I don't just wear something that looks cute but it's not really serving me. So my sleeves would be down, my collar would be up, she would be belted, and I would be good from the rain. Because trust me, if you're wearing a knit dress and then you get soaked, you can imagine how clingy and heavy that dress is gonna be. So I'll just have the bottom picking up, and yeah, this would be the look. I really like it. I'm super warm. I feel like I look cute. Not I feel like I look cute. I look cute. Even with my wonky lash. Yeah. Okay, so let's see how this other one looks like. Okay, so for this one, for this coat, I would more than likely have this on the inside, and then I would only wear this if it's cold outside but not raining, because nobody wants to wear wool in the rain. And I would more than likely just drape it over my shoulders, because as it is, I'm already warm enough just with the dress. I don't think Nairobi can get like winter cold. So if I'm in Nairobi, it's overcast, it's cold, it's gray, then I would wear this just like that. Just like that. Yeah, I'm still on the hunt for like a darker, like a camel colored coat. So this hasn't yet quite gotten the mark for me, but it's cute, and yeah, I think I look cute. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you, and I hope you've gotten 1 or 2 things. Thank you so much for requesting a chit chat get ready with me. I've never done it before, well, not since I came back to YouTube. I just wanted to do something different from the vlogs, and yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video.